Where on earth did that year go? 2025. I just can't get my head around it. Like, this year for me has gone so quickly. I know as you get older, they get quicker and quicker, but yeah, baffled. Anyway, Happy New Year, everyone. I've got my ice matcha. We're gonna do a bit of a 2024 hair recap, and then I'm gonna talk you through all of my favorite products for 2024 in different categories. Best gels, leave-ins, creams, shampoo, conditioner, hair tools, so many different products. And I'm also just gonna give you a little bit of a hair recap, the main themes of 2024, and also a bit on my goals for 2025 on the hair side, but also a bit of a personal life as well. I had been dreaming of having an ice matcha for like the last 5 hours, and I thought I would get all my stuff done quicker and I'd be having this around 2 p.m. but it's now the evening, and yeah, this isn't the most ideal drink, caffeinated, to be having at night, but I love a nice matcha, so stay tuned if you want to hear about my favourite products of 2024, because first of all, I'm going to be giving you the recap. 2024 was a very interesting year for my hair. It was the year when I fully realised that I didn't actually need to do that much to my hair for it to look good. Mainly because I noticed I have really reached the stage in my curly hair journey, in my healthy hair journey, of full optimum health. By that I mean I've been keeping up with my trims, I've been looking after my hair, I've been doing, treatments now and again. I don't heat style my hair hardly at all. I diffuse my hair, which is considered heat styling. I'm never really manipulating my hair with straighteners, blow dries. Yeah, I've really reached optimum hair health, in my opinion. Obviously, you can never have perfectly healthy hair because I do brush my hair, You're always gonna cause a tiny bit of breakage here and then, a bit of mechanical damage, but for the most part, other than when I was a child and nothing had been done to my hair, this is the healthiest my hair has ever been. I'm pretty sure of it. And I'm really happy about that. So because of that, I felt that I've not really needed to do any complicated brush styling techniques. I've kind of touched on that in a few of my videos. I've not felt the need to overly manipulate my hair in the styling process, and there's nothing wrong with that. I always say, brush styling is great because it's good if you have a lot of damaged pieces and you want a more consistent curl pattern throughout. It's good if you just want a maximum definition wash day. You want your hair to last as long as possible. There's so many benefits to brush styling. All you want to do is just make sure you've got enough product in the hair and you're not snapping your hair, you're not breaking your hair all the time in the process. I see nothing wrong with doing it, but obviously brush styling does take a lot of time, and so do other techniques like finger twirling, finger rolling, coiling, all of those techniques. And I've just found myself this year realizing that those techniques don't really give me any benefit anymore. So why would I do them? They take more time for me. I notice that when I just brush through my product normally, including the cream, including the gel, that's something I never really used to do, but I've been brushing gels through this year and I've really enjoyed doing that. I felt like I get less frizz, I feel like my curls last longer, and then after brushing it, just dislodging the hair from my root, creating that volume at the top, scrunching my hair. It's been great. That's all I've needed to do. Funny enough, this wash day that I have right now was brush styled. It was using the Bounce Curl brush, and that brush is amazing. It's one of my favorite tools of this year, which I'll talk about. But you know what? I'm not a fan of my results because I have been really loving how my curls have looked so natural and more effortless, I guess, with the raking and scrunching I've been doing. That now I feel like my hair is so overly defined, all the curls are very uniform, which is so interesting because that's what I used to strive for. But because I've been so used to my hair having that more natural, effortless look, I am now comparing the two and I prefer how it's been looking doing that and not brush styling. So that is really interesting for me. I've also not noticed any difference in terms of longevity. So I've not necessarily realized that my hair isn't lasting as long. Doing a low effort routine, I find that my hair lasts exactly the same. I'm still protecting my hair at night, as you've seen me do on YouTube, which is basically pinning my hair up and then clipping my hair in. I will link a video up the top here if you want to see how I do that. The second thing I've been doing in 2024 very frequently, I have been skipping conditioner in the shower. I don't see many people talk about this. I feel like everyone should be using conditioner in the shower, but once my hair is in a soaking wet state, I sometimes just go straight for my curl cream or straight for my leave-in conditioner, and just skip the conditioner. I've kind of found no difference doing that, just taking out that one product and going straight in with the leave-in. I don't have any science to suggest that this is better or not. This is just something that's personally been working for me. It works for me because it takes a step out and the routine is quicker. And I find that if I go straight in with my curl cream or my leave-in that's designed to be left in the hair, I'm benefiting from the soaking wet state because I'm already in the shower. And then when I'm transitioning from being in the shower to then styling in my room, I'm noticing that there's less frizz or tangles from that gap. Because the leave-in or the cream was put in on soaking wet hair in the shower, it stayed in and it's kept my hair from not being frizzy during that transition to styling. There have been occasions as well where I have bought my gel in the shower as well, and I've just done the whole routine, and I've just simply gone shampoo, wash out, leave-in cream, brush it all the way through, gel, brush it all the way through, leave it, get out of the shower, scrunch it with no more product, just what was already in the hair, and then go straight into diffusing or air drying. I've really been simplifying. I guess that is the whole theme for 2024. For the most part, at the beginning of the year, I was still doing a lot of complicated routines, brush styling, but I feel like middle of the year towards right up until December, I've really been cutting corners. And yeah, I've not noticed any negative effects from doing that. My hair's felt healthy. It might be one for you if your hair gets overly weighed down and you feel like you're using too many moisturizing products. Maybe you could try that. And if your wash days just take so long and you just need ways to just cut corners and make it quicker, then maybe that could be a good thing for you. The only thing I will say is with some conditioners, you can kind of put them through your scalp because it doesn't matter, you're going to be rinsing them out. But obviously with a leave-in and maybe a defining curl cream, you don't really want to be putting that right at the scalp. You want to target it on the lengths and ends. So if you find that you get really dry close to the scalp, then you might benefit from just using that rinse out conditioner as normal, washing it out and then going in with a cream normally on the lengths. That's just something to bear in mind. And I guess doing all of those things or not doing all of those things, and the theme less is more, I think has meant that my hair has been a bit healthier and my hair has grown longer. I've been doing less mechanical damage, if you like, and I think my hair has thanked me for it. My hair has grown a lot. You probably can't tell because the brush styling has really shrunk my curls up, but my hair is quite long now. The final thing I just want to touch on before I go into my favorite products of 2024 is I have just been washing my hair more, multiple times a week sometimes. If my scalp's been itchy, I've been paying attention to that. If I've been working out and I've been sweating a lot, or for whatever reason, there's been a few occasions where I've just been in the shower as normal and then I've accidentally got a bit of my hair wet and I thought, oh, might as well just wash it now. And it's not been a big issue because I've not been doing these complicated styling routines. So, for example, if it was one of those showers where I have my curl cream and my gel in there already, then it absolutely makes no difference to me to just quickly wash my hair as well. And I've actually found by doing that, I'm not getting as tangled as much. I'm not getting loads of knots in my hair. When I leave my hair for 7 days or 6 days, my hair is very knotty, and then I'm going to be causing quite a bit of mechanical damage, potentially, if I'm not doing it correctly, by brushing all of those knots out. So I found that my hair's been getting less knotty. There was 1 week though this year, very recently, I spoke about it on Instagram, where I had the flu really badly for like 3 weeks in total, and then I barely washed my hair during that time. But when I did, my hair was so matted on the top of my head because I was in bed most of the time, and I finally got the courage to get in the shower and try to wash my hair, and it was agony getting all of those knots out. So that was the worst case of it this year, but for the most part I've not had tangly hair, and I think it is because I've been washing my hair more. I've also found that my scalp's just been in better condition from washing my hair more, and I feel like my hair has grown a lot this year. I've had trims as well, and it's just been growing really quickly, and I think washing my hair has helped my hair grow because I'm really looking after my scalp environment. I'm stimulating the follicles when I'm shampooing my hair, detoxing my hair in the shower, removing buildup, making sure there's no dirt clogged up on the scalp is really good and beneficial for hair growth. So yeah, they are some of my themes, I guess, of 2024, bit of a hair recap for you. If you've got any questions about specific things that I just spoke about, feel free to leave them in the comments. But let's get on to the exciting part of the video where I talk about all of my favorite products for 2024, and they will all be linked in the description. I found it really difficult to work out what my favorite products are because typically the ones that I have and the ones that I keep, I love them all. Like, I don't really hold on to anything anymore that doesn't work for me. So I kind of thought, yeah, my favorite products are everything, but that's not helpful for you. So how I thought of it was, if all of my products went missing or I had to replace them, what immediately comes to mind is like, I need that. Like, I'm gonna have to go and buy that. And that's how I have created this box of products next to me. So I might be missing some out. It doesn't mean that I don't love other products. Let's start off with leave-ins, creams that I use right at the start of my wash day. I think you guys already know, Aussie Work That Curl cream. This is a brilliant cream. I've been using it for a few years now, I believe. I first found out about it when I did a campaign with Aussie when they launched the Bouncy Curls range. It's only in the UK, I believe. This cream is brilliant for that first step in your routine on soaking wet hair and then going in with a gel afterwards. It's also really good for refreshing. I get my most defined curls using this cream, and it's quite inexpensive. I was gifted products from Aussie in the past as part of those paid collaborations, but I think I've bought 10 plus since that point. So like, I am a loyal customer now. I don't think this is in order, but this is one of my favorite curl creams. Next, the Superdrug Style Expertise Cream. I'm so glad that I can include two really affordable products right at the beginning of this, but if you're in the UK at least, can go out and buy these straight away. But the Superdrug Style Expertise Cream, this is also very inexpensive. What this is Superdrug is the Superdrug range, and I have featured this on my YouTube channel with some of the other Style Expertise products, and this is just such a good curl cream. It gives amazing slip. It's a very different consistency to the Aussie one. This one is more serum-y. Like, this one is more like a cream. This one feels more like a leave-in conditioner, but honestly, I would use them the exact same way. Next, another product which is in more of the affordable range, the Garnier Banana Hair Food Mask. I featured this as well on my channel before. I use it a lot. I get very defined curls with this. I've used this as a one and done product. I've used this as a hair mask. I've used this to specifically get tangles out of my hair before shampooing. I've just used this for so many things, and it lasts so long because it's such a big tub. So you really can't go wrong with this. This had to be in my favorites. Full disclosure, I did work with Garnier in the banana hair food range in 2024, but the next leave-in I can't not tell you about. I don't have it with me, so I'll put it on the screen because I've officially run out and I need to buy some more. But the Fable Mane Leave-in conditioner, I don't think I've ever smelled such an amazing product in my life. Genuinely, when I spray that on my hair, I get compliments like, what am I wearing? Like, what smell is that? I get such bouncy, amazing results with that. My hair's so defined with that product. I've really been missing it actually, and I also love that product for refreshing. I've not had it for a while, so I really need to get my hands on it, but I will be buying it this year. Next and last leave-in, I'm gonna leave in this category, even though I'm sure there are so many more, is a very new one. So I was wondering if I should even consider this in the favorites, but I genuinely love it, so I think I have to. So it's the Olaplex new #5 Leave-in. Oh, is it focusing? Yeah. Okay, this is brilliant. Full disclosure, I have worked with Olaplex doing multiple paid partnerships in 2024, and this was part of one of the partnerships. So this was gifted to me as a part of one of the paid collaborations. So that's obviously how I found out about it, but it's honestly amazing. And when this runs out, I will be buying another. It works so well with their gel, but we're gonna get onto gels in a minute. Yeah, I absolutely love this. I get a lot of definition with this, and the thing I like about it is it's obviously got that bonding technology in it that Olaplex is known for, so it's keeping my hair very strong and healthy as well. Okay, next, gels. One of my favorite finds of 2024. I was so shocked when Olaplex came out with the gel. I wasn't expecting it for some reason. I never thought that they would have stylers for curly hair, so when they came out with this, I was so happy because I've always loved all of their other products, but I've always had to use other stylers from other brands to finish off my routine because obviously we need gels for frizz and things, and I've already gone through a whole bottle, and then this is my second one. I can see quite a bit has gone. I actually have this in my hair now. Next, so excited about this line. The Tootilab All-Weather Styling Gel. Tootilab are a newish company. Gaia has done such an amazing job with these products. This gel is absolutely incredible. My hair does last a very long time with this. Also, the really cool thing about this gel is I've noticed when it comes to a day where you potentially want a little bit of a refresh, when you just add a bit of water, it kind of reactivates the gel and the cast in the hair. It's like a magical gel. Don't really know how they've done that, but I think that's really cool. So yeah, one of my favorite gels. The Curlsmith Curl Defining Styling Soufflé. Is it focusing? Yeah. This is just such a good gel. I do find that my hair likes this more in the summer for whatever reason. So I haven't used it as much this winter. My hair does seem to require different things in different seasons. So this is always going to be a favorite, and I've gone through countless tubs of this stuff. This was one of my empties this year, and this is a full brand new one. And yeah, I really love this, and this has been gifted to me multiple times as a part of Curlsmith collaborations over the years. Okay, my next, and I believe, is this my last? Yeah, this is my last favorite gel. The Aveda Curl Jelly, part of their Nutriplenish line. I think this has potentially been rebranded now. I'm not even sure, but this is an older bottle. There's hair all over it. I really love this gel. I use it quite a lot in my videos. I would say all of these gels, the ones that I've just shown, I'll probably use the most across my channel. I love this gel to brush through the hair. Actually, I like brushing all of the gels through that I mentioned in this section. I find them all smooth enough to not snag. Obviously, as the hair starts to dry, the gel does start to form a cast. So sometimes you need to apply a lot of water if you're taking a really long time brushing through sections. But for the most part, I do brush all of them through. It gives me amazing definition. My curls last so long with this. I don't think these have ever been gifted to me. I'm maybe one in the past, but this is one that I always go and buy anytime I'm in a John Lewis in London, because we don't have one where I live. But yeah, I'm always in the Aveda section, and I will go straight for this gel and buy it. Okay, next, my favorite refresh products. I would actually use all of the products I just mentioned for a refresh. So for example, if my hair is feeling overly dry, maybe I'd go in with one of the creams I mentioned, especially if that was one of the creams that was used on the initial wash day, because I obviously know that my hair's not going to bobble up with a product that doesn't go with the wash day product. And if my hair was feeling like overly soft when I wanted to refresh it and I wanted to give my curls a bit more bounce, lock in some of that frizz, redefine the curls, I would probably go in with one of the gels that I used on wash day with a bit of water. So that's kind of how I work out what to do for a refresh, depending on how my hair's looking and feeling on the day. But I do have two products that I like using just for refreshing, and they're both actually Umberto Giannini. So this is a brand new one actually, but I've gone through multiple ones of this, but this is really good, kind of like a gel but lighter at adding that grit and texture back into your hair. And I would say that this is easier, especially if you're traveling to do a refresh, because obviously you can go in with a gel that you used on wash day, but it's a bit messier because you've got the gel all over your hands, you're adding some water, you're glazing it, scrunching it. With this, you can just spray it into the hair, which is why it is a nice to have, like having a refresh product, but then you don't need it because you can use what you've already got, like I was just mentioning. But yeah, this is one of my favorites, really good for just getting that hold and texture back into the hair. And then the second one, which I don't really see many people talk about, this Curl Whip Mousse, using it as a refresh, but I love this, especially if I use steam to refresh. So you may have seen my videos before. I get my facial steamer, and sometimes I just kind of have it near my hair on a refresh day to just get that definition back into the hair. But you'll notice it does give me definition, but it also creates a lot of frizz because it's basically humidity I'm blasting onto my hair. So then I would go in with this mousse, which is kind of a lightweight moisturizing, but also going to offer a bit of grit as well. That's going to help define that frizz and lock it back into the curls. I like both of these products. They're different, but I love using them both for refreshing. Okay, next are my everyday shampoos. Shampoos that I just love to use on any given day, not necessarily detoxing or clarifying, but ones that cleanse effectively and are more gentle on the hair. The Tootilab Gentle Shampoo, hang on, is that focusing? Can you see? I was so excited because they came out with the stylers first and I was already obsessed. So I was so excited and this truly lived up to my expectations. Such a brilliant shampoo. I love the smell of this. I do find I get a good cleanse, but it's not stripping. It feels a bit moisturizing. It's just a gentle, great shampoo for every day. So highly recommend if you're looking for a gentle shampoo that also cleanses, got a bit of moisture in it, a nice scent. It also has scalp balancing prebiotics in it. It actually says on it, the one that washes your curls without making them feel like straw. That is exactly how I would describe it. The next one, the Aussie Bouncy Curls shampoo. This was gifted to me as a part of that collaboration I spoke to you about earlier, I think over a year ago now, and I'm like here. So this has lasted me a really long time, but this is their extra large bottle. It's actually 675 ml, and I will be buying this when it's run out because this isn't that expensive. It's still quite affordable, just like the rest of the Bouncy Curls range. I love the smell. It's such a gentle cleanse. Sometimes I do cleanse twice with this, but it has cleansing ingredients in it. But it's so nice and smooth on the hair. You get such a good lather. And I do feel like my hair feels so clean afterwards. So it's such a good everyday shampoo. Okay, now moving on to cleansing, like really clarifying shampoos. The first one, which I have sadly run out of, and it was my favorite ever detox shampoo. It was and is the K18 Detox Shampoo. Mentioned it so many times on my channel. It genuinely clears everything off. It feels like that anyway. Obviously you do need to go in with something conditioning afterwards, but that's the whole point, right? It's like a detox shampoo. I absolutely love it and I will be buying it. The one I had was gifted to me, and before going and buying that, I want to get through any of the other cleansing shampoos that I have just to make sure I'm using up products. But I was gifted a detox shampoo for Christmas that I wasn't really expecting, and I've used it several times since. I was wondering whether to share it or not in the video because I don't feel like I've used enough of it to say it's my favorite, but I really, really like it. So I'm gonna share it anyway. So maybe we can have a mini tiny category of favorite newcomers. It is the Ouai Detox Shampoo. So I guess you could say I've used a fair amount. It's a very fresh smell, which I love, and it feels like high end. I think this is on the expensive side, but yeah, this was a Christmas present, and I've never tried the Ouai products, and this has really got me interested in their whole line now. Now I want to try their stylers because I'm really impressed with this. Moving on to conditioners. Do you know what's funny? I've just realized this is the only conditioner in the category, just one favorite, because I find all conditioners the same, you know? It is the post-wash calming conditioner. My all-time favorite conditioner, has been for many years. And I think the reason this stands out is because you can use it on your scalp and it gives a really nice calming, cooling sensation. And I really like using a conditioner that you're allowed to use on your scalp when I've clarified my hair. It says to soothe, hydrate, refresh, light, moisture, cooling conditioner for all hair and scalp types. So yeah, that was my only conditioner. I obviously love so many more, as I mentioned, but this was the main one that stood out to me. Next category is hairspray, and I only have one. Personally, in my opinion, is the best curly hairspray on the market. I think this is incredible. It offers so much longevity and hold. The cool thing about this is it doesn't really make your hair sticky or your hands sticky or anything, which is quite rare for a hairspray, but it does have all of the benefits of a hairspray. This is the flexible hold one. I do prefer the flexible one to their strong hold. The strong hold I would use for slick backs or hairstyles that I want to be firmly in place. This I would use just at the end of a wash day. I haven't actually used it today, but if I'm about to go outside or anything, this definitely goes on my hair. The cool thing about this as well is I don't really know how they've done it, but this manages to create more definition. There has been occasions where maybe my wash day hasn't turned out badly, but not as defined as maybe I want it. And I know, okay, if I go in with the hairspray, it's gonna kind of sort that out. This is hands down my favorite out of any of the curly hairsprays I've tried. And yes, this was gifted to me as part of collaborations with Curlsmith in the past. Okay, now we're on to oils. I'm gonna start off with a scalp oil and then a finishing, more of a serum. Okay, this is actually covered in oil because I did use it earlier. The Nature Spell Natural Rosemary Oil. I bought it from Boots, I believe, but I think they also sell it in Superdrug. Can we just take a moment? Because I genuinely think this oil this year has contributed to my hair being denser, and I almost refuse to believe it because I'm one to think, no, it must be nutrition, it must be XYZ, like how can an oil do that? I think it might be a combination of things that has made my hair feel denser this year, like all of the stuff that I was talking about earlier about just not doing as much to my hair has contributed, or maybe my hair follicles are in that growth stage in the hair follicle cycle. I don't really know, but I've been using this a lot and I've noticed a lot of hair growth. So this could also be a contributor with all these other things. How I use it is I put it all over the scalp and massage it in. I use quite a lot, and this is definitely my favorite out of all the scalp oils I've used. I know rosemary oil isn't for everyone. I recommend always reading the label and making sure you don't overuse it and you don't leave it in for longer than it tells you to. And I only use it when I know I'm going to go in the shower in maximum 30 minutes so that I can properly shampoo and wash this out. I don't leave it in for too long. I actually really struggle to think what my favorite serum or oil is to finish off my routine. And that's mainly because I've not really been using one. One step that I've kind of cut out, not intentionally, I've just kind of forgotten about, which kind of suggests whether I even need it. I went with the Cocoa and Eve because I have gone through a lot of these. I do really like the smell of this, and I do like products that smell nice. And this doesn't weigh my hair down. It makes my hair really shiny, really smooth. It's great at scrunching out the gel cast. I do like a lot of serums and a lot of different oils. For example, I would really compare this to the serum in the Style Expertise range. I find that serum to be very similar to this. So in terms of price, I would probably go with the Style Expertise one, but this was kindly gifted to me, so I want to make sure I use it up, and I do genuinely really like it, so that's why I've included that. We are nearly done. I just want to talk through now my favourite tools. My favourite brushes of 2024. One of them has to be the bounce curl brush. I did just use this on this wash day, so there's still a lot of hair in there I need to clean out. This is so smart. I've spoken about this brush so many times. The ridges here mean that you can separate your hair while you are providing tension on your hair to get those juicy clumps all over. It's just a genius brush. This is great for sectioning, and this was gifted to me as part of a Bounce Curl collaboration almost a full year ago now, and genuinely one of my favorites. I have been using it less though when I'm doing my raking and scrunching. I don't use this, I use an actual detangling brush when I do that, but if I do want to brush style, this is probably what I'll be brush styling with. The Tangle Teaser Wet Detangler. Tangle Teaser is a staple. It's designed for wet detangling, so have this in the shower and brush this out with conditioner and you will get all your knots out. You can't go wrong with it. You can also brush style with this. So if you already have this and you want to do more of that defining that you see everyone doing, you can define with this, and then if you want to separate the clumps, you can then go through with the comb. I'm pretty sure that is everything. They're the products I immediately think of if all my products were missing or disappeared. So if you want to try any of those products out for yourself, make sure you go to the description. I'll have everything linked, and I'll also mention any discount codes. If I have any for any of these brands, they will also be listed in my caption underneath the products. Okay, now I'm going to talk you through some of my goals, hair goals for 2025. I want to stay on the low effort train. I don't wish to do any more complicated styling. Occasionally I might do, a video if I discover a new technique, I want to try something out because I'm curious, I'm going to share it with you because that's what I want to do on this channel. But for the most part, my weekly, just general styling, I'm going to stay on the low effort train. It works, and I don't want to add more complicated steps into the process if I don't need to. The next thing is I really do want to try and grow my hair. I feel like I'm going to see how long I can get it and also keep it healthy at the same time, because I have got my hair longer in the past, but I did notice with that length came very stringy curls. In my last haircut vlog, I think I touched on this. In that moment, I kind of thought, okay, I can only really have long hair but also it be damaged. Like I can't really have long hair and hair health. Well, this year I want to see if I can try and get that. I'm really looking after my hair. I did recently get it coloured at the end of December, kind of refreshed. It looks quite dark right now in this lighting, but in the natural light you can see it's got lots of like chocolatey tones in, which is what I was going for. And because it's been quite recently dyed, it's always a bit darker and then it fades over time. But yeah, I'll continue to colour and dye my hair. I'm going to continue to get trims, but I do really want to see how long I can grow it. It's already quite long, but obviously the more defined it is, the more it is just going to shrink up on my curls. Another goal, but I guess more of a mission that I have for this year, 2025, is I want to really find the most affordable products that work, like just as well as all the amazing expensive ones. I feel like I've already done a lot of that in 2024. I felt like I really established great affordable products. These immediately come to mind, ones that I've already mentioned in my favorites, and I feel like I've definitely shared that on this channel, but I want to continue to find more. I know there are so many more affordable products out there and they are waiting for me to test them. Another goal, which is I guess a bit more personal and not necessarily hair focused, I spoke a bit about this in my last YouTube video, which it was like my deepest thoughts in the moment, but I'm thinking of introducing new topics to this channel this year. I'm not 100% sure what. I have a few ideas, but I want to branch out a little bit. Let me know what you think about that. For the most part, I'm always going to be talking about curls. That is my passion. That is the point of this channel. And I love being able to help you guys embrace your curly hair, give you tutorials, hairstyle ideas, like all of the above. But I want to make sure that I'm also creating different content every week and not repeating the same subjects a lot. I want to introduce a few more layers to the channel, be in more of the wellness category. Maybe there'll be more in the creative category, maybe more business. I've got a few different ideas, things I'm really interested in. So stay tuned because some of that might be coming this year. I just want to keep things interesting and switch things up a bit. If you're wondering, well, you did just start a brand new channel, right? And a whole new video and stuff. Maybe just go and watch my last YouTube video on this channel that I posted, I believe, in November, because I touch on all of that there and I get a bit deep about what was going on in my life at that time and why I haven't really continued on with that channel. I'm open-minded right now, but there's going to be a few little changes coming and I hope that's okay with you. Anyway, that is my recap of 2024, what I'm going to be getting up to in 2025 hair-wise, and they were all of my favourite products of last year. I can't wait to see what new launches there are going to be this year. I love trying new products for you guys. But yeah, I really am on a mission to find more affordable products. Also, if you have any content ideas that you would love me to do on this channel, please let me know below. Thank you for all of your support on this channel. If you like the video, please like it and subscribe if you're not already. And hopefully I will see you in my next video. Bye.